You ready, my friend?
I'm ready.
Yeah?
So, what do you got in store for me today?
Can't tell you that yet, man. It's a secret.
I thought we were just doing a little near shore.
I just hope you brought your muscles with you.
Well, we're just going a little bit out in here and right off the, about 4 or 5 miles
we'll
out,
do some
right?
dock fishing right off my buddy's dock. I wanted to get the guys offshore today, kind of give them a little bit of a surprise, and they were definitely surprised when they turned the corner and seen that big old 40-foot CV sitting there.
I don't believe you.
What do you mean?
You got something up your sleeve. Let me see them sleeves. Hold on.
I ain't got nothing up there.
You got something up those sleeves.
But you're probably wondering why our good buddy Todd is with us too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's going on with that?
I needed some muscle.
Think so?
Hopefully we brought enough muscle because
you
I've been
brought
working out lately.
Did you bring a bass rod with you today?
Yeah, you know.
Oh, okay. Catch pinfish off the dock, right?
Yeah, gotta catch some bait. You ready?
Let's do it.
All right, let's do this. Wow, this does not look like yeah, that's a nice looking boat there, man.
Is it? I told you, I said I had a trip set up for you guys and we're ready to rock.
Are we running a little bit more than 4 or 5 miles offshore, it looks like?
Yeah.
We're gonna be fishing with Captain Chris and Captain Tommy. The game plan is to try and get some fire truck red grouper. Also, we're gonna try and load up on some lane snapper. Head out offshore, you never know what you might also come across as a nice surprise.
Captain Chris.
How are you?
Nice to see you, buddy.
Nice to meet you.
Captain Tommy, man.
Captain Tommy, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Tommy.
Todd. Tommy, nice to meet you, Todd.
Welcome aboard.
Man, this thing's a monster.
That is a nice looking vessel.
What'd I tell you guys that night? Well, you know what I'm saying? It's
Well, for once
we're
you
not
lived up.
out catching trout.
For once you lived up to what you were saying.
You know what? Oh, here we go. We got the first start of it. There we go. We're throwing grenades today, baby.
There you go. Thanks, man. Grenades. We're looking to go with mortars by the end of the day.
Oh my gosh.
I think we're
ready to rock.
ready to rock, man.
You know, one of the nice things of, you know, where we live here in St. Petersburg, I mean, we shot right out of John's Pass and we were in the fishing grounds within like 45 minutes.
All right, guys, we're on the fish here. Looks like some groupers, some snappers. Just drop it all the way to bottom. Leave your leads on the bottom, tighten up, and then crank.
I haven't personally been offshore fishing in probably about 10 years. So this is gonna be completely out of my element, something I haven't done in years. It's been a while.
You know, Chris, this is nice to come out here and take a break from the Tampa Bay every once in a while. You know, we're dealing with that red tide up there. We've had to move around so much, you know, and it's just nice to get out here, man, and do some offshore fishing.
Well, I'm glad you put this together because I haven't been out here in forever, and this is like, this is awesome. It's nice, beautiful blue water. I haven't seen it in ages.
Yeah, it is. It's gorgeous out here.
Now we need to stop talking. We need to put some dang fish in the boat.
Chris, that snook?
Oh yeah, this is that deep water snooky. Get on up here. Lift. Okay.
Woo! There you go.
Hey.
Woo!
Hey,
Hey.
I got your hook.
That was Chris's hooks. That's all of them.
No, those are your hooks.
They're yours, bro.
Those are your hooks.
You know, this morning I was kind of worried after he got that big red grouper, man. I was like, oh no. I was like, just my luck, you know? And I was like, I got to do something, man. So we turned it up.
But all I did, I knew I had a good fish.
Yeah.
I paused 1 second, and that's what caused that. I did. I'm just like, oh, okay. And then it went whoop, whoop, whoop.
There's a lot of hooks in this guy.
He's got a bunch of, he just been around. Getting the red grouper early was nice, but I thought that was gonna be just a precursor of things to come. I was really thinking it was just gonna be slapping big fish on the deck all day. As the bite started to change and it was a little bit of a softer, more finicky bite, down to that little 5,000 was about the only way I was gonna be able to do anything. And hey, it was humbling, but you know, you gotta take your whoopings, lick your wounds and live another day and say, hey, come into my neighborhood and let's see what happens. All right, so we got this nice little short red grouper here that we just caught. We're gonna talk about venting and the proper way to do it and why we do it. So I'm gonna turn this over to you since you're the expert. Captain Chris, show us the right way and then kind of tell us what.
You want to use something sharp. You know, they make all types of different venting tools. Kind of get up in here, get in his air bladder, and you'll feel the air come right out. And now we've let that fish live. You bring it up real fast, you blow their air bladder up, and that's what's just coming out of their mouth. If you try to throw that fish back down with the air bladder, it's not going to swim down 9 times out of 10. It's going to float off and become shark bait or something. So by venting the fish the right way, you give that fish a chance to live and grow up so it can be a bigger fish. That way we can come back next year and catch that fish and let somebody eat it. If not, the shark would have ate it and that would have been a wasted resource.
So that's how we keep our resources renewable here in the Gulf of Mexico and around the world to try to make a better day for our sons and daughters down the road.
Simple tool like that.
That's all it is. All right, let's catch some more fish.
Get them.
All right.
Yeah, everybody's using dead bait right now. They're using squid, the Spanish sardines. They're using the Boston mackerel. Well, I just put on a jig, hookup baits. We do really well off these lures when we're fishing offshore and inshore. We caught a lot of redfish, a lot of snook on them too, and some nice trout. And we're going to give it a whirl and see what happens. I mean, getting it on down there and bounce it around a little bit, see what happens. Yeah, we've been on quite a few little short ones, but they're getting bigger. That is for sure. Definitely getting bigger. We'll have Captain Chris here vent them for us, and we're gonna. Yep. Yep. We'll let them go. Got something on there. See what we got. Not a little bit. Got a little bit of weight to it. See what we got. A little lane snapper, maybe. Yeah, little lane snapper. Man, these lane snapper. The meat melts right in your mouth. They're so awesome. I love catching these guys, especially on light tackle. Throw down like a 4,000 or 5,000 sides spinning outfit. You could even catch them on the shabiki rigs. They're fun too to catch.
Send him back down to.
Yeah. Here we go.
Nice, man.
Nice mangrove snapper. Yeah, this right here is one of my favorite fish to catch in the bay and also the Gulf of Mexico. Great eating fish. Now that's a sandwich right there. That's what I'm talking about. What do you think there, Captain Chris?
That's good meat.
Yeah?
Right. Give me that over any 20-pound grouper.
Absolutely. Thanks, man, for putting us on these fish today, man.
Phil's on. I know. Just fish that rig.
A little baby red grouper.
What'd you get?
Little baby red grouper.
Red grouper?
Yep. You know, I've been catching fish all day long. I don't know about this guy standing beside me. What are you doing there, Cap? Is that Captain Crunch?
Holding my tongue wrong.
Captain Crunch over there? Oh, look at that, little baby American red. I knew I had the advantage over Captain Chris. You know, he's the inshore guru. I've done both. You know, I've done offshore for quite some time, and you know, I told him, I said, you better get some rest. Don't stay out late. You know, he comes home at midnight and like some late night activities that will get you every time. Oh, look at that lean snapper, my friends. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about right there. Yeah. Yeah, we don't need no grouper. We need some lane snapper, mangrove snapper. We'd eat these all day long. What you got over there, buddy?
Something small.
Something small? That's what I'm talking about right there. Let's get him in the box.
Throw it up on lanes.
There we go.
There was a Captain Anthony size one and then a Captain Chris size one. Oh well. What are you gonna do? See, you had to start talking all that smack.
Oh please, I'm way ahead of you. Don't even start.
You're only 3 ahead.
Don't even start.
You're only 3 ahead now.
Well, here goes that big head syndrome going on.
Now that we're getting into some lane snapper and some mangoes, I'm gonna downsize. I'm gonna go to a little 5,000 spinning reel. Real Stratic with a Shimano grappler. And we'll see how long this lasts before I get my rear end handed to me or my skirt pulled up. Good snap?
I don't know, buddy. Feels like a red grouper.
Does it?
Feels like another red grouper. What do we got here? No, another lane. It's actually a snag lane.
Not the target, but still a fun fight on that little tackle.
Yeah, he'll get you 15 pounds.
I know.
Six months more. Little offshore lesson when you, like we just caught 25 fish in an hour here, 45, half hour, 45 minutes. I always like to leave fish chewing.
Absolutely, yeah.
Save the spot for another day. Here's a good example on the bottom machine of leaving fish here and not clearing them all out. So, time for a new spot, y'all.
Absolutely. Sounds like a plan.
So the responsible thing to do is leave the fish chewing so that that spot's good for another day.
Throw one back.
Yeah.
Always throw one back.
Just one?
Or, I mean, whatever. Just, you know, if you don't want to clean a spot out. You want to leave fish for next
You don't
week,
want to
next
just
month,
hammer a
next year.
spot into nothing.
Sometimes it just happens where you just, the fish are just eating it.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
Well, you can leave.
Yeah.
Yep.
But save your spots for another day.
Absolutely, I agree with
This
that.
is the big Gulf of Mexico out here. There's
Plenty of fish.
millions of rocks out here that have fish on them.
This trip we were offshore. Target species were big red grouper, snappers,
Oh yeah.
lanes,
Mahi.
mahi. Ended up being a surprise in there. So let's talk about what we were using, what was successful, and what you liked about the tackle that we were using today.
I tell you what, I really enjoyed this Shimano Torium. The gear ratio, I think, in my opinion, was perfect for when we were fishing offshore. It was just a great overall gear ratio for the snapper that we were catching more of. You know, we did hook up with some grouper with it, which is fine too as well. It was a great reel. It performed well on the Shimano, the Talus, the PX, the new new Shimano series rod there.
But for me, with it being a much finickier bite than what I was expecting, I had to actually downsize over to my 5000 Stratic and down to a grappler, which I was running 30-pound braid, Ohiro, 8-strand braid here, and I was running a 30-pound leader. So I went to a knocker rig with 2 or 3 ounces, 30-pound leader, and I think I went down to the 3/0.
I think it was a 3 or 4
4/0 Trident hook, and at least I was able to. Well, we won't call it mount a comeback, but I was able to put some fish in the boat at that point.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not only did we use the knocker rig, but we also used a fish finder rig as well.
Yeah, we used that with the 6-ounce weight.
Correct.
Yep.
And we were using a little bit bigger hooks, and we used that also with smaller hooks as well, whether it be snapper or grouper.
Yep, that's correct. Yep.
For the most part, though, we were running 60-pound leader when we were running that.
Yeah, we were running 60 and 60.
Correct.
So when you're ready to go offshore fishing, come check out St. Pete Fishing Outfitters, Tarpon Outfitters, and Tampa Fishing Outfitters for all your offshore needs.
And don't forget, if you can't find what you're looking for, don't be afraid to ask the guys at the counter. They'll always steer you in the right direction and make sure that if they don't have what you need, they'll get it as fast as they possibly can. Thanks, guys.
That's little. So yeah, we've been catching these lane snappers. Got a bunch of them today. These guys make really good fish tacos. The meat's perfect. I'd rather eat these sometimes than grouper, to be honest with you guys. But if you're looking for a good fish to eat, is definitely try the lane snapper for sure. You want me to touch the rod for you, Chris?
Come on.
Bless it.
I got your blessing.
It's about time, son. It's about time.
Thank God I brought my lighter tackle pea shooter because I was struggling there, and then eventually I was able to just downsize to something I felt more comfortable with in my hand. And then I finally was able to get on a roll there and catch 4 or 5 little lanes and some small red grouper, and it wasn't much of a comeback, but get some fish to the surface and on the deck. Well, it's not exactly what we were looking for, but a fun fight on that lighter rod that I'm running right now. Let's get this little girl vented and back on down to the bottom. It definitely was not the best feeling as you're out there and you're getting beat down. They're catching more fish. Anthony's putting the whooping on you. But, you know, you take it in stride. You know, there have been times that I'm talking trash and hey, if you're gonna deal it, you gotta be able to take it. So, you know, when you're in this business, you learn real quick. You gotta have thick skin, and every day has its dog, and today was not my day. I wanna get them ones that one you got earlier. I wanna get a bunch of those.
We got another one for the box. More fish tacos. God, I can't wait to eat tonight. This is gonna be great. Hey, Captain Chris.
Yeah.
Hey, how many lanes did you get today?
2.
Gotcha.
2.
Hey, it's all right. I'll feed you tonight.
Before it's all said and done, I think I'll be feeding you, Captain Anthony.
Oh my gosh.
And I got a dinky.
There you go.
So right now, everybody, things have gotten a little bit hectic on the boat. We've had some mahi show up. We've also seen some mangrove snapper come up to the back of the boat, actually high up in the column. So Tommy, why don't you tell them about some of the, Captain Tommy, tell them about some of the tackle changes we're making on the fly here to try to adjust to what's going on.
We're just gonna go ahead and take our weights off. We're gonna put some flat lines out. We're gonna tackle down and put some smaller hooks on so they don't see it. And that's what's crucial to getting these fish hooked on is the lighter tackle. Then they can't see the hooks, and they're more likely to bite the bait.
Where's that?
Right here.
Went ahead and we as we were talking with Captain Tommy, we switched over to a flat line, threw out a piece of chunk bait, and it did not take long. We got a nice little mahi here.
You got him to the boat, Chris?
Yeah, somebody I don't know what we want to do. He's hooked in the top of the head. Look at the beautiful color in that fish.
Yeah, just get him in the boat. Flip him right.
Just flip him. Look at how it's already changed colors, Ant.
That's crazy, man.
See how blue he was?
Yeah.
In the water. As soon as we get him out of the water, he's beautiful green, yellow colors.
Dude, these fish are awesome.
Oh man, they are so freaking awesome.
Awesome. Oh, we got one on over here too. Check it out. We got another one on.
It wasn't the biggest fish of the day, but probably the highlight of the day was when the mahi showed up. Seeing the color, being able to hook up and watching these fish just go from these vibrant blue colors and then bring them into the boat and watch them go to a nice green yellow. That was amazing.
Not very big, but I got him for you,
Well,
buddy.
that's not the one that.
You want to reel him in?
That's not the one we're looking for.
You want to reel him in?
Yeah.
Nice lean snapper though.
So we moved in here to a wreck. It's been a pretty good day so far. We're gonna try and wrap it up. All joking aside, we put some good fish in the box.
We had a really good day. It was fun.
Very productive, very fun. Glad to do something different.
Best part of it is we got our good old buddy Todd out.
Yeah, we got Todd out.
Todd's our veteran.
We didn't bring the Pam cover hooks.
Yeah, it was definitely a real pleasure, man, to go fishing with Captain Chris with Aubrey's Offshore Fishing Charters, man. He put it on for us, man. We definitely got on some nice fish. The show was great. Unbelievable on just seeing the fish that were stacked in that column on that fish finder. I mean, you know, we're definitely going to be going back out with them again. It was phenomenal. You know, it was an awesome feeling to see all these fish that we were laying out on the cutting board, you know, and we're filleting them all up as a team. And all I'm thinking is, boy, I can't wait to get home because I know Captain Chris is going to make some darn good fish tacos, man. It's going to be great.
All right. Well, Captain Chris, thank you for a wonderful day.
Hey, had fun.
It was great to formally meet you.
Absolutely.
Tommy, man. Captain Tommy, it was a blast. Thank you so much, man. You humping around that boat, man. Thank you. Thank you for keeping us baited and rigged at all times. Yeah. Hey guys,
definitely appreciate it.
Class acts here, Aubrey's Offshore Fishing Charters. If you're here, you're anywhere near, even if you got to drive a little bit, give them a call. Between the ride of the boat, the first class, the way they take care of you, top notch from beginning to end, 5 stars. I can't wait to do it again. I'm really looking forward to it.